Welcome back to the ReDiscover Psychological Services YouTube channel. My name is Trevor and this is Wanda, and today Wanda and I are going to discuss 10 ways to connect with your partner daily. And Wanda is of course the clinical director and psychologist at ReDiscover Psychological Services in Edmonton. We're going to start off with a quote here from Brene Brown. Brene Brown, she's one of your favorites.
I love Brene Brown. Yeah, she's wonderful.
And Brene says, "You are imperfect. You are wired for struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging."
I just feel
gives you
the
the warm and fuzzies.
Yeah.
Cool. And fun fact, now we want to talk about ways of connecting with your partner every day. This is a good one. The average married couple has sex 68.5 times per year. It's not daily, but it's, 68 and a half. That's the average.
The ultimate connection.
Ultimate connection. That's right. So let's talk about some of these different ways. The first way you can connect with your significant other daily is develop small daily rituals of showing love and affection. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I mean, just from personal experience, we have a really well-developed ritual where in the morning my husband will give me a kiss. It doesn't matter where I am in the house. He'll come and, he'll give me a peck and he'll say, "Hey, here's your coffee." And then he goes off to work, and I just love that. So just creating those daily rituals where you can come to depend on it, and it's just like, oh, my partner's there, my partner's thinking of me, and it's something that you do daily. That's
nice. Yeah, those are just small things that you can do to stay connected and feel like the other person is actually thinking about you, that you matter.
Yeah.
Cool. So number 2, spend at least 5 minutes debriefing your days with each other. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can do this at any, point, but, a lot of couples will do it during dinner. It's a really good opportunity to just talk about what went on in your day. I mean, something so simple, and just sharing your day, letting your partner know what is going on in your world. We often have so many things going on in our day that we don't have that time to just check in with each other. So spending that time at night to just check in with each other. This is what went on in my day. This is something that's new. And then you can keep that connection, that flow, that daily flow. So you always kind of know what's going on in your world, right? Your partner's world, right?
That's really good. I like that one. My wife and I do that every day. We talk about what happened with the kids and how work was and all of that. So it is a good thing just to stay connected and know what's going on in each other's world. Let's go on to number 3, sharing a little humor together. So what's this one?
Humor is great because it's something that's very positive. You talk about the kids because, maybe little Susie crashed into something and broke it. So it's always usually framed around, negative. But this really allows you to be positive with your partner, get them to laugh. I mean, I think the most attractive thing to a lot of people is humor. And so that just builds it into your, if you can laugh at your partner's jokes or something that they did, they can laugh at themselves. I mean, that just, to me, builds that connection.
Yeah, I think with the state of events and things that have gone on in the last couple of years, some laughter would be much appreciated in everyone's lives. So take a moment to laugh. Maybe watch a comedy show or something that will encourage that laughter and maybe bring up some stories that you might have thought of in the past when you did something stupid. I do it all the time.
Me too.
Part of my life. So I'm eating. If you can laugh at yourself, even better.
Right. Make light of the situation. Make light of things in your partnership. And
life's way too serious to not laugh. So next one, hold hands. This is a good one.
Yeah, so simple. It's so simple. And if you remember when you're dating, you probably held hands all the time, watching a movie, going for walks. But as we age in our marriage, we tend to, not do that. And so I think it's really important, if you're walking down, I love feeling my partner just grab for my hand. And it just shows like, hey, I'm attached to you. You are my person, and I'm going to reach for you.
Yeah.
So
it's a good one. And that's a good one. It is simple to do. It's no real big commitment or anything into it. It's just holding hands. It's nice.
And it could be for 2 seconds. It doesn't even need to be for the full duration of your walk. Just to know that your partner's reaching for you and you're the one that they're reaching for.
That's right. The next one, do an activity together. Yeah, this is great.
Yes.
Doing an activity. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so what we know about things like depression is activity can really help with depression. So what better to do that than with your partner? Because again, it builds this, first of all, you're doing something active, and you're doing something that makes you happy generally anyway. So you're just pairing those two. That's great.
Yeah, and one thing that we found, really brings out our kids' goofy side is having a game night, right?
Yes.
So playing some games together. We usually, some of us get competitive. I'm not going to name who. And I don't let my 9-year-old win. I'm sorry, I just don't. Well, there's one day when she's going to beat me every time. I don't let her win. So playing a game together.
Challenge,
That's
yeah.
Right. Playing games, joking around, having fun, making fun of each other. It's a good thing.
It brings that lightness to the relationship when all other things are serious, having to pay bills and take responsibility, be an adult. This just adds that, fun that you need.
For sure. One of my favorite ones. The next thing, do something special that informs your partner you're thinking about them.
Yeah, I remember that one day, a couple months back, my partner showed up with something that he knew that I liked from the store. I walked by it, and it wasn't the fact that he gave me it, it was the fact that he remembered that I liked it. It was months before that I had said, hey, I like this. And then he showed up. So that tells me that he's thinking of me, that he remembered something that I liked and brought it to me. So it was really things like that just really, it can be anything. It can be something that that your partner would really enjoy, and doing it, you don't need to do it every day, but doing it so you're saying, hey, I'm thinking of you. You are important to me.
Yeah, acts of service are a big way to, get to my heart is, I feel like you're taking care of me, and it feels good that someone's thinking about me, making a cup of coffee or, lunch or something. It makes me feel like, hey, they're thinking about me, and makes me feel, special and neat and admired and, cared for. I love that.
Yeah.
Next one, discover their love language and express it to them. I kind of just revealed mine. Acts of service is one of those.
Right, so you're talking about Gary Chapman here, who talks about the different love languages. I think he has a free quiz on his website that you can just take and see what your act of love is and what your partner's act of love is. And really, it's about getting to know what your partner's act of love is, and then being able to do that for them, because that's how they speak love language, right? So, yeah, I think that's a really good one to do. And then it shows, again, that you care about them, that you're taking that time to get to know them. And
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%. And it takes a while, right? Like, nobody knows how to do this stuff overnight. And learning these things takes some time. So give yourself some space, and, connect with someone like Wanda, and she can help you, develop the skills that you need to have a great relationship. It's not that she's going to make a great relationship, but it helps you.
I don't have the magic wand.
It helps you determine what is going to, get you closer to that goal that you want, right? So give them a call, reach out, set up an appointment, and get started with them today.
And mine's quality time, just so you guys are wondering. I love that. Quality time with my partner. Wonderful.
Excellent. Yeah, quality. So having not quantity but quality. So
yes.
What kinds of things do you like to do with your husband?
Oh my gosh, when we get time together, which is very rare because we work pretty opposite schedules, but we love hiking together, and we love playing games. So yeah, you said card games, and yes, he's the competitive one. He always wins, and if he doesn't, he gets upset, which I'm fine with, because I'm like, whatever, I'm just here to play the game. But we make a good match that way. So
that's good.
Yeah, we really enjoy that.
Awesome, I love that. The next thing here on the top 10 ways to connect with your spouse is noticing something that you love about your spouse and commenting on it.
Yeah.
So give me an example of that.
Well, see, if I've cut my hair, I love when my partner notices those things.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hey, your hair, it looks wonderful today. It just, hey, I've noticed that something's changed. I'm actually looking at you. I'm seeing you.
Right.
And so something like that. Or perhaps, you see your spouse laughing with your kids and having a good time with your kids. Hey, I love that you take the time to spend with our kids and laugh with them and show them humor. That's wonderful. And it just fills your heart that your partner notices that and they're actually commenting. I think we do a lot of criticism to our partner. So this is just a way to counteract that is, I realize all the great things you do and that you are.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. I think, we should practice more of that.
Absolutely.
So the next one on their list is when the children fall asleep, spend at least half an hour appreciating each other's company without television. Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
So challenging. This is, believe it or not, the most challenging things that couples have is when I say, hey, spend time together. It's just a couple, even if it's an hour. And I guess the number one thing we want to do to unwind at the end of a day is to use the television. And so I think this just creates a different feel. We're not in front of the television. We're not just pouring our attention to a television. I mean, yeah, we can talk and yeah, we can joke when the television is on, but to actually take space and just pay attention to each other and have each other occupy that time, it just builds that connection and that fondness and the bond between each other. I mean, this can be anything. This can be playing a game. This can just be talking. This can be, drinking a glass of wine and just chilling by the fire. Really great way.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything, too intense. I just like being in the same room with my spouse. Just have to be in the same room together. We don't have to be doing anything, just being in the same room, knowing that the other one's there. It's nice. Yeah. Nice to know that someone is there. And, if you wanted to reach out and talk with them, you could or not, or, just having their presence, I think is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
For me anyways, that's me. I'm a weirdo, but that's...
Yeah, I love my husband, so I do love him in the room.
Yeah. It is nice. It is nice. So that's it, folks. That's some 10 ways that you can connect with your partner and, feel that bond and connection. Small things, I think in one of our videos, the small things make the biggest difference. And all of these things are small things. They're not really big, overt types of expressions of love, just small things that can make a big difference. And if you're doing them on a regular basis, it's just going to help create that bond in your marriage that everybody wants. Everybody wants a good marriage. Not everybody wants to live the lives of the housewives of whatever county. People want to actually have good relationships with their spouse because it's how we're wired as humans. So let's continue down that pathway with Wanda Chevrette from ReDiscover Psychological Services and reach out for her help and guidance in helping your marriage become an awesome and fantastic one that you want it to be. Yeah. Thanks so much, Wanda, for sharing with us today.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we'll see you guys on the next video.